Hey, kids. This is a tasty burger. Burger.
Alrighty guys, welcome to your first tutorial. Now, today's tutorial is going to be a long one. I apologize. There's just a lot of content we need to pack into things, and breaking them up too much can be a bit much. So we're going to just put all this into one video. There are a lot of different editing softwares that you can use, but I'm going to show you two main ones and then quickly run through one that kind of looks similar. Now, whatever software you choose to use is totally fine by me. Okay, now I want to give you some examples of the software that I like to use. Okay, one is free and super easy. One is professional and very complex. There are lots of them out there. Here's the deal. We could all get the same product, okay? But you might have a different computer situation. You might have a different phone situation where that just doesn't make it very plausible for us all to have the same software. And that's okay. That is okay. The challenge is you're going to have to be the professional of the software that you have and that you use. You are on your own in some sense, right? We're at home, stuck. I'm in my garage doing this with all the tech that I can muster together and do well, hopefully, right? I'm not there with you. I'm not giving you computers and software and tools and things like that. I can just give you techniques and directions, okay? And a lot of this is how creative can you be? How driven can you be to do this really, really well, okay? So I'm going to show you the standard. That is going to be Adobe Premiere. If you can get Adobe Premiere on your laptop or desktop, do it. We're going to use that here at school, and you will use it on your own if we are back in school. So you will use it whenever we come back to in person. So it's great to do that and great to have it. However you want to get Adobe Premiere is totally up to you, right? If you know how to get a key generator, if you're sneaky about things, great. If you don't know what that means, great, I'm not going to explain it. So first thing I'm going to do, boom, share my screen with you guys, pop myself up here in the corner, love it. There we go. So I want to show you, real quick, the parts, the anatomy of a video editing software. Okay, so we've got lots of different parts here, and this again is the standard. Anybody who makes a program is trying to basically do this. They try to make Adobe Premiere, or a knockoff of Adobe Premiere. So I'm going to show you Adobe Premiere, their layout, and then we can just kind of make other things fit and make sense of this vocabulary. Okay? First thing we do, get rid of that goofy bar up there. A is known as the source monitor. Okay? The source monitor, now I have a slightly different layout than this, but it's all generally the same. The source monitor allows you to take audio clips, video clips, or stills and watch and review it. Take snippets out of that, place it into your timeline, things like that. It allows you to look at your sources. Audio, video, photo, okay? Or text, if you have text. B, right up here. This is the effects control. Now, this whole window has multiple things it can do. So we have the effects control. If I were to click on an audio track, I can go over here in the effects control and change the volume. I can change the opacity. I can control my video, photo, and audio tracks, all right? C is going to be the audio mixer panel. I would love to get into audio mixing with you guys. It is pretty complicated. We will be doing sound effects later in the year. But if you want to play with audio mixing, you can. It's a little out of my wheelhouse. I know a little tiny bit about it. That would be something you'd explore if you were in 3-4. Okay. D is going to be the metadata panel. So that's going to help you kind of break down some of the components of each of your files, things that we're using, but you're not going to use it a lot in this class. All right. E over here is going to be the program monitor panel. Now, ideally, guys, now I'm using multiple monitors here. You can't see that. This is a whole editing process right here in one page, one screen. Ideally, you'd have this split into multiple things, right? You'd have a monitor for your source, literally a monitor. You have a monitor for your program, what you're making, your sequences over here, and you'd have your editing stuff in the center. You don't have that unless you're super awesome. You've got multiple screens, which I've seen some of you guys' operations. It's pretty cool. Okay, but that's where we're going to watch our movie, our sequence, which is going to be down here in our timeline. Okay. F right over here. Media browser panel. It's right over here. Okay. G is the project panel right there. Okay. H is the, where's H at? Right here. Info panel. I is the effects panel, right? They're hiding right there. J, if you have it on there, history panel. K's history panel. J is for markers. We'll get into markers later. That's part of your timeline. Okay. Right here's your tools panel. These are all your tools. You're going to see that very much similar in HitFilm Express. You're going to have your timeline panel right up in here. Okay. And you're going to have your audio meter panel right over here. Okay. These are called tracks. You have your video tracks on top, audio tracks on the bottom. These here affect the visibility and function of each of those tracks. There's a lot going on. Okay, and if you have effects, like you can make things black and white, stuff like that, you'd find that over here. Click it, drag it, drop over there, and you can also access it up here under effects control. Okay, and then you're also going to have your sources. Now, you'll see in my window, I'll have my sources over here to the side. Okay, so that is a quick, what am I looking at? All these different windows have different effects, and inside those windows, there's little tabs. You're going to be playing today. You're going to be playing with this, hopefully, and get some ideas. All right? First thing you need to do, guys, is you need to get, oh my goodness, you need to acquire video footage. Now, if you have video footage, great. Use your own. I'd much rather you guys use your own video footage. However, if you don't have video footage, you're going to see in the handout today a link to a Google Drive doc. And there is some B-roll on there, some nature B-roll. I'll show you right here. I've got it on my desktop already. I downloaded it. Something I want you to be aware of. You cannot edit video from the cloud. You cannot drag something from the cloud into any of these video programs. You have to actually download it onto the platform. In this case, it's my computer. Other cases, it'll be on the phone. So you can't edit anything that's in a cloud. It has to be actually downloaded. So you can see here, I've got all this B-roll. Okay, I'm just going to do a new project. Welcome to Premiere. A lot of stuff's happening in this window here. Okay, so I'm going to give it a title. We're just going to do practice edit. I can also pick where it's going to download. So right now, this is going to download into Premiere Pro. I don't like that. I always like it to download where I tell it to. So I'm going to go to the desktop, and I'm just going to put it right into my 20, where's that, range view, online 2020. So that's where I'm going to put it. Upload a video, there it is. And I'm going to name this here, video 1. Just right there, select folder. So that's where it's going to save. It's going to save into the same spot every time. Video display, you don't need to play with any of these. We do want to do HDV if it's an option. But again, you guys might be using a different program, so I'm not going to dig into this too much. I just want you to see where it's going to save to. Okay, so I'm going to go over some really basic tasks today. Media. Okay, so you can see how my window is a little bit different. I have a media window right here. All I'm going to do is click over here, find my videos. I'm going to take just some of these really snowy ones here. Just those 3. Okay, I'm going to go snow. I'm going to drag them and drop them. It's that easy. Okay, there they are. Those are in my resources. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to double tap on these. Now it's over here in my source monitor. I can hit play, and I can review what we've got going on in this footage here. Okay, this drone this summer flew up into the sky, went haywire, fell down, and exploded. So that made me very sad. Okay, so I can look at my sources over here. Another option is I can just grab that source and drag and drop it right here under the timeline. See the little plus mark? Boom, there it is. And now it's over there. So now I've got this footage here. But you can see with this footage, it's just kind of sitting. I want it to be moving. So I'm going to pause it right there. I like to use the space bar to pause. Doesn't necessarily work for every program, but it does work for this program. I can also hit pause and unpause here. Okay? So there's some tools over here. If ever you want to know what a tool does, float your mouse over it and it'll tell it. This is the razor tool. Razors are used for cutting. I don't know why it's not scissor tool. It is a razor tool. So I'm going to take the razor tool. I'm going to just cut this piece off. I didn't want it. cut it. And now I'm going to come back here to the arrow tool, selection tool, click, delete. Okay, now I can move this as in track 1, track 2, track 3. I'm going to put it right here. We're going to get to transitions. That's how scenes cut into each other a little bit later. Okay. There we are. So there is my first video. Okay. Now, I don't want this piece right here where it's just kind of floating around, so I can scrub through it like this. I kind of like these trees over here. Okay. I'm going to go to my razor tool. I'm going to click cut. I'm going to pan through the city here. Right there. I'm going to click cut. I'm going to go grab my selection tool. I'm going to pick this middle clip that I have, delete. Okay. And then I'll stack them next to each other there. There we go. So we can see now I've got the same clip, but that clip will transition into another video. However, I'm going to pause it right here. I want something in the middle here. In fact, I want to get on the ground. So I'm going to double click this one here. Now this is my source monitor. I can pan through like this. I'm going to go right to here. Now this here is called mark in. I'm going to scrub over to here. Mark out just like that. And now I'm going to use this right here. This insert is splicing. What's going to happen if I click insert, it's going to cut this and put it right in the middle here. Okay, so there we go. So what happened was that went ahead and just dropped it right inside there. Okay. What you also should notice is that right down here in the corner, or right down here in the A1 track, the audio 1 track, I now have sound. Okay. These ones don't have sound because they're flown with a drone. So now here's what we've got. I'm going to hit play. Panning. That's just a quick cut. We're going to do cut. Razor tool right there. Cut that right there. I'm going to grab the arrow tool. This right here. Delete. There we go. See how that looks at the moment. Hit play. This is how you zoom in, by the way, on your scenes. I'm going to do cut. I'm going to delete that. So what I've got here, I've got three different video tracks. I have one audio track. And my final product is this right here. So I've got 2 video clips, and I'm just practicing splicing and cutting and putting in other clips. Okay? Pretty easy. Now, if I wanted to add some music to this, I'll show you that real quick here. Oh, it scares it there. Perfect. I'm going to go find some audio. Let's see here. Perfect. That sounds creepy. Okay, I'm going to come over here, float this over this. Come on. You. Move this over here. Drag and drop that into my media options. Okay, get rid of that. Now, same thing. I could come up here. I could just take a section of music out if I wanted to, or I can just grab that and put it right in here. Okay. Now I don't want any of this extra stuff, so I'm gonna just go ahead and cut it off right here. Cut tool, select tool, click on that, delete that, and here we go. Okay. Is for Premiere. Okay, that is Premiere. So I love that program. It's my favorite way to edit videos. That was simply grabbing files, dropping them into the media, taking those, putting them on the timeline, cutting them up so to have multiple changes and shifts in scene. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So here is LumaFusion. Click on that. All right. So we get great program. I've already gone down here. I've got a project I'm working on. I can add projects, things like that. Bounce out. I'm going to work on this particular project that I've got going on at the moment. Okay, I'm going to go to all photos and albums, download. Now, what I've done, I have logged into my Google Drive. So the same clips I was using on my computer, which I put in Google Drive. If you're using an APS Google Drive, there's tons of storage, so they're awesome. Okay, so this is all content from the Nature B-roll. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to pick this one and this one. Okay. Downloading media. It's going to go ahead and put them over here. Now, again, this app, amazing. It is so good, but it's like $30. So I don't know, guys. If you really want it, it's great. Get it, use it. It's fantastic. All I gotta do here, take this here. There it is. So, drag and drop. Okay, just like that. Take my cut tool and do a little slice in there. Cut there. Okay. Take this tool here. I can go ahead and delete that piece. Come over here. Let's double tap this guy over here. Drag and drop that right in. So you can see right there I've got my video. I'm going to take this piece here. Okay. So there we go. I'm able to go through and edit that all on my phone. Oh, my big head's in the way. So great. This one takes a lot of practice. It's really good. It's got all the features, layers, things like that that you want in a video editing software, all on your phone. I don't like to use it on my phone. I like to use it on my iPad, and it is great. And there are a million fantastic tutorials for it. And you can seamlessly get things off your Google Drive, boom, right on your phone. Really great way to do it. Now, all right, guys, the last one I want to show you is maybe my favorite. It's free, super easy to use, pretty user-friendly. It loses the nuance, the little tiny details, the micro adjustments, the layers. I don't have that. If I'm making a good video, really trying to shoot for professional quality video, I'm not going to use this software. However, if I want to have fun, make a video, create a quick video to send to my friends, this is the program I use all the time. And again, it's free. It's on an iPhone. I'm sure there's a version just like it on the Android and Samsungs. It is going to be iMovie. It's kind of like don't use that word in the industry, but whatever. Boom, iMovie. Right there it is. Whoop. Okay. So I'm gonna make a new project. I'm gonna make a movie. I need to acquire some clips. So clip, 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 clip. Okay. There's some clips there. Hopefully they're good clips. I don't have the ability to just put them all and preview them, because what happens is it's automatically just going to drop them all in there for me, just like that. So if I did a good job shooting the video, I don't have to do hardly any editing, but I didn't. So I'm going to start over here. I put my phone inside of this, and I don't want to see that part of my film. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to click this here, and I'm going to split it. I can change speed. I can change transitions, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so there's that. I'm also going to go ahead and split this here. I'm going to grab this and move this over here. Grab this here, guys. I'm going to drag and drop that right here in the middle. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, let's put this at the very beginning. There we go. That makes more sense. Now, I don't want to deal with transitions, so we're just going to do hard shifts here. Okay, there we go. Play. Oh, there we are. Split. Delete this one. I'm going to do something that's called matching action. We'll get to that a little bit later, guys. Split that. Don't want that. Delete. Don't need any of that. Delete. There we go. So here's my quick little video. Open. Put that in there. Okay, close it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, guys. So realistically, I love iMovie. It's quick. It's easy. It's free. I can add music tracks to it. It's really, really great. However, I am limited in a lot of features. Again, I want you guys to use the best tool, the best equipment you can get for this class. The next 20 days, guys, you're at home. You can't come into my lab and use all my software, and that's okay. So what I want you to do is get as creative as possible. Use whatever works. If someone at home has got Adobe Premiere, I know some of you do. I've seen your work. It's great. And you're just killing it. And you're good at this stuff. And if some of you are like, hey, I've never done video before. It sounds kind of fun. It's kind of overwhelming. I want this to be open to all of you guys. I want you to have fun with this. Okay, so get the software that you think you will use. If it's too hard and you quit, I don't want that. I want you to use the software that you will use every day and get comfortable with. Okay? I'm not going to penalize you based off the software that you choose to use. All right, guys? So good luck. I can't wait to see what you're going to make. I'll see you in class.